If you have osteoporosis, your doctor probably told you to walk, but walking does not build bone density. And that false sense of safety is why so many people still end up fracturing bones. I'm Igor. I help adults over 50 improve bone density naturally without medications. So I know I'm making a big claim here. As a result, I've given you a study, a very large one, to prove my point. This is titled Effects of Walking on the Preservation of Bone Mineral Density in Perimenopausal and Postmenopausal Women. Here was their conclusion. Walking as a singular exercise therapy has no significant effects on bone mineral density at the lumbar spine, at the radius, that's your wrist, or for the whole body in perimenopausal and postmenopausal women. Why? Why does walking not work? Walking does not work for the simple reason that there is not sufficient force on the bones. And it doesn't matter how long you walk, you just don't weigh enough. Even if you're very overweight, you just don't weigh enough for walking to make bones stronger. So what actually does build bone? What builds bone the most is progressive loading. Okay, you can't just stay using the same weight or resistance for the same exercise forever. The other thing that builds bone is the direction of pull. In other words, what you see here is a one-legged deadlift. And we'll discuss that in a second. But as you can see, the glutes, that is the butt muscles, are pulling on the areas where people often have osteoporosis. That is the total hip as well as the femoral neck. So you need exercises that target the muscles that pull on the bones where you have the worst bone density. So what are these three exercises? In no particular order, they are deadlifts, which are very good for the T-scores of the lumbar spine, the femoral neck, as well as the total hip. So all three areas. And the three muscles they work are the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back. Another great exercise is squats. These work the muscles of the glutes and the quads and are excellent for the T-scores of the femoral neck and the total hip. And a final exercise I'll talk about in this video is back extensions. These are very good for the T-scores of the lumbar spine as well as the total hip. They work the muscles of the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back, similar to deadlifts. Now, there are a few safety rules in terms of exercise, especially strength training or flexibility or stretching. One is you want to avoid the end ranges of spinal flexion, spinal extension, as well as spinal rotation. And again, I don't say avoid spinal flexion, I say avoid the end ranges of spinal flexion. All these exercises are okay as long as you stay about 20% shy of the end range. Don't be afraid to do these exercises, just don't go to the very end either. Don't try to push the end range. If you want to dive way deeper into this, I have a special video titled The Stronger Bones Checklist, 6 Steps to Improve Bone Density Naturally. This video is not available on YouTube, but it is available at this link on your screen right now or in the description below.